Just start talking to see if I can hear you.
Alright, so, hey.
Not a problem. Okay, so just tell me a little bit about yourself.
Alright. I am Brian Brown. One of God. Born April 22nd, 1993, Nashville, Tennessee. East Side to be exact. I am a artist who happens to make words rhyme in a very elegant and ignorant passion. And I love what I do, and I'm happy to be able to do what I do. So, yeah.
All right, so I know you had the album 722. AA, how many years has it been since you created that?
Come February of 2016, the 722 EP, which you can check out at soundcloud.com/WorldOfBrown. That's WorldOfBrown. It will be 2 years old come February. Wow.
2 years old. How does that make you feel?
Like an old ass nigga.
Why do you say an old ass nigga?
Well, just because mentally I've matured a lot more since then. When I was writing 722, I was very young and ambitious and ready to tell my tale. I still am. It was just so refreshing to get back into it's really refreshing to get all those frustrations and feelings out that I have been bottling up. Not necessarily bottling up, but I've been going through since I went to school at Western Kentucky and dropped out in 2012. So it feel good. But now though it's a whole lot different. Like I see things a different way. I hear things a different way. I act a different way. Like I think a lot more before I do stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I get why people believe in me and why they say things about me and why they connect to my music. Like it's making sense to me now. And because of that, I have a better purpose and I have a better understanding of that purpose as to why I do it and what I do before. So
okay. So since 722 would be 2 years old in February, what would be different about your next project versus 722?
The difference is a couple of things. The sound that I'm going for has changed a lot. Not necessarily changed, but it's improved. Like it's a mixture of a lot of things. I don't want to give away too much, but the sound has definitely improved. The lyrics have definitely improved. There's been a lot more ups and downs since then, so there's be a lot more to connect with. It's a big difference just because as you get older, you go through a lot more. You see, you change. People don't want to change, but sometimes you just have to change, whether it be for the better or for the worse. And the thing is, everything happens for a reason. The problem with a lot of people is we always try to see the bad side of things, but you have so much bullshit in the world, I can understand that. But whenever you start to see things as like, all right, this is only a test, I can either let it make me or break me, then you start to understand like, all right, that's like whatever I'm going through is fine because I know there's better things right around the corner, and that's one of the mindsets I've gotten myself into is that everything happens for a reason. So all the things that have happened for a reason I'll be able to talk about and rap about and sing about it and really give people some real funky shit I'm excited about.
So is there anything that you're looking forward to this year the most for 2016?
Not having to work a 9 to 5 a year.
You
heard it here first on this interview. By the end of 2016, I will never have to work a 9 to 5 ever again. Besides that, I'm excited about just getting the music out. Like I've had to be a lot more patient than I think anybody would like. 'Cause nobody really wants to be patient, but once you develop that sense of seeing, like, okay, I do what I'm supposed to do. I play my part. I don't react to certain situations that don't even deserve a reaction. Things will start to come your way and it'll flow in the way that you would like it to. So I'm definitely excited in the results of all the hard work that I've been putting on.
All right. Are there any collabs that you're looking forward to that we should be peeping out and watching for?
Well, me and Tut and I have one. Shout out to Tut in the house. Tut and I have one. That's probably like the one that y'all should look out for. Now, in terms of people I would I would prefer or like to collab with, there's a lot, man. It's a whole lot.
What are the top 2?
Top 2?
Okay, I'll give you top 4.
Top 4 people I had to collab with in 2016. There's this group out of Atlanta called Earth Gang. They're like 2 of my favorite. They're just a hell of a duo. Earth Gang, BJ the Chicago Kid, Freddie Gibbs. I'm gonna make that Freddie Gibbs collab happen before anything. Before it's all said and done, make that Freddie Gibbs collab happen. Earth Gang, Freddie Gibbs, BJ the Chicago Kid, and there's this R&B group. They go by King. There's 3 females. They are thebomb.com. Like,
where they from?
Oh my god, I think they're from Cali. I think. Don't quote me on that. Don't quote me
have to look them up.
But King is fire. The King EP is so good. Like, it's like 2-3 years old, but it's still good. They got the album dropping, I think, like February 5th. Cannot wait, dude.
Shoot.
They got like the fast harmonies and shit. You know, the sisters be singing. Like, they be singing. That shit tight.
With the A, not the O.
Not the singing. They be singing. That shit tight. Yeah.
So, being an artist now, what is your favorite experience thus far?
Performing. It actually is a 2-way tie. Performing and like meeting people who've heard my music but I never met them before. Performing is like that extra little bit so you can make the whole experience full. Because I feel like as an artist, it's kind of like 3 things that go into it. Who you are as a person, your music, and then your performance. Like, you know, if people can't connect with you as a person, it's kind of like a lost cause. But I'm fortunate and blessed enough to where people connect with me and are able to feel as I feel, because, you know, we all humans, we all going through something. So, you know, the music is always going to be dope, but it's just something about seeing it live and being able to connect with that person. It kind of like makes the persona and what that person's been rapping, singing about, just all in the one. You get to see it, and you get to give them an experience like no other. And in turn, because of that, you'll see people. Somebody stopped me at the bar last night. I was like, "Yo, you're brown, aren't you?" Yeah. What's up, man? It's weird to me because I'm like, ugh, like, what? You know who I am, but
that's what's up.
It's super cool though, because they're like, you know, thank you for this, and I appreciate you rapping about that. That's the feeling that I can't be like. You know, I'm always gonna be happy because this is me getting my feelings. That's me getting the vent and say what I want to say. So rap is always it's always for me first. But when I'm able to see and hear people react, and I'm super happy when I do certain songs, or feel the kind of way when this song plays and stuff like that, like that's the feeling I can't beat, you know. So,
that's what's up. Yeah. Okay, so what type of artist would you consider yourself? If you had to pick a genre, you know, like Bryson Tiller, he's trap soul. What would you consider yourself?
I don't necessarily think I can put myself in I won't even call it a box, but I don't necessarily want to put that kind of, what's the word I'm looking for, that title, like the genre thing on me, just because I feel like what I'm saying can relate to any and everybody, because like I said before, everybody's going through something. Everybody got a vice or a trial or a tribulation. I just happen to put mine over a beat and rhyme about it. You know, country singers. Like, for example, one of my favorite tracks is that shit. I don't even like country for real, but one of my favorite songs is that Carrie Underwood song from like years ago, where she was talking about how she was keying the nigga ride and carved the name into the limousine. It's like, oh my God, that's like the male equivalent. It's like the female equivalent of like these hoes ain't loyal. You know what I'm saying? Like it's all like the story, like it's all the same shit. It's just we all say it different. So I don't necessarily say if I mean okay, I'll say everyday music. I put it like that. It ain't no technically it is rap, it's hip hop, but it's everyday music. Like I feel like somebody somewhere can listen to the Dollar Million Ballad. Hey, and get a message out of that shit every day. So every day.
Okay. So
good for the soul.
Okay, you told me who you would like to collab with. Are there any upcoming artists that you've noticed that you like?
That I like? Well, first and foremost, I always have to give props and credit to all my people out in Nashville doing the damn thing. Kaya Lacey, Vils, Petty, G Slab, my homie Ro Marquez. I'm trying to think. There's so many of us. Our Loco the Man.
I didn't even realize like how many artists were in Nashville.
KB, PA Lit, Top Prospect, Wally Clark, WorldOfBrown, and the Block. Like pretty much all of Nashville. I gotta shout them out and make sure that I plug them. Stan, the big homie Stan, shout out to him. I can't forget him. But touch like just all over the country. I like Michael Christmas out of Boston. He's on tour with Mac Miller right now.
I like Mac Miller new.
And Mac Miller's album is fire too.
It is.
I like Michael Christmas out of Boston. I like Grande Marshall out of Philly. He signed to Fool's Gold. I like Father in the whole Awful Records movement. That's really tight to me because it's just fun to listen to. The homie J. Rain from Alabama. He's super dope. Shout out to him.
Sure, you gonna know everybody from every 50 states.
I wish. That's just. We actually got a song together too on this album, the Dixie Renaissance. I can't wait. That shit tight. I did my thing. I feel like it's some females I've been listening to. Oh, Doja Cat. Doja Cat is super tight. I like Doja Cat. I like Thundercat.
Can I find all of them on SoundCloud?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sure you could. Thundercat is super dope. He's like the most fire bassist ever. I mean, he been around. He actually do work with like Badu, and he played on the Kendrick album. But in terms of like upcoming artists, Grande Marshall, Michael Christmas, Earth Gang once again, Doja Cat, Father. Who else? I'm kind of picky when I listen to music. I'm mad picky. Right?
I understand because stuff ain't how it used to be like at all.
Yeah, and I don't even want to sound like the old man on the lawn kind of shit. Like, man, you niggas been doing this. Like, I don't want to sound like that, but I'm like really picky on who I like and who I listen to. Because if you don't want to make me be a better artist, if I ain't trying to go back to the lab and be like, damn, like I wish I could have thought of that. I don't really listen to it. Like you, honestly, you'll catch me listening to some old Outkast or some old like Frank Ocean or some Bill Withers.
That shit was good.
Or some Bill Withers or some motherfucking Parliament before you find me listening to some
new shit.
Rap. Nothing against it. It's just I learn a lot more and I hear a lot more that you don't like in terms of like the subtle instrumentals or the subtle like. Swaying from left to right in the headphones kind of thing, like those little shits. Like I listened to Spuddy Odie high as shit last night, and I heard it. I felt like I never heard that song. I felt like I listened to that shit for the first time all over again. It was crazy. So
I got a long list of people that I need to listen to.
Yeah, you do. I'm so glad to put you on game.
Cause shoot, I played you and Tut at the hookah lounge, and these Mexican guys came and they were vibing. They were every time they come, they be like, play that Tut, play that Brown. They be vibing. So like.
Oh, by the way, I gotta let people know. I'm changing my name back to Brian Brown because it's been such a. That's another thing too. I meant to mention earlier. Is like this year I've gotten to like. Appreciate myself and like love myself and be like a better individual. I didn't release that much material this year, but I definitely.
You've been working.
I've been working. Like I grew. Like I became somebody I'm proud to say that I'm becoming. And so because of that, I feel a lot more comfortable going back to the Brian Brown moniker just because for one that's my name, and I feel like the new project, which is titled Journey.
Journey.
That I feel like you really get to understand where I'm coming from and why I'm going back to that, because it's a lot more honest than 722. It's a lot more open than 722. And 722 is an extremely open, extremely blank canvas, but I think this was a lot larger and a lot more aligned because, you know, I did South by Southwest 14 and 15. Got to do the nice kick stage. Shout out to Ivan, who's like a part-time writer at DJ Booth. He helped me get that opportunity. I won Mixtape of the Year in Nashville Senior in 2014 and shit. Oh, stop it. You know, like I had like feats. Like I've had, you know, little goals along the way, and to the point where even without having to release that much material this past year, like I still, you know, kept my name afloat and still kept things going. So with that, plus becoming a better person and becoming an individual, like I would aspire to be, like I would like somebody to be, you know. I'm comfortable going back to Brown. It just feel right, and you know now, and especially and then the narrative too, like the story of it all. It's like, oh man, when he was Brown, he had these gens. Like I know you know it was Brown, but we were just going by Brown. Like Dollar Menu Valley was bumping, you know the line, the release was bumping. Like you know it just makes for a grander tale when it's all said and done.
So it do make sense, a journey from Brown back to Brown.
Yeah, exactly.
Brown.
It's like it just feel right, you know. And not to mention, you know, it's easier to look up online, you know, instead of Brown rapper, like Brian Brown. So it's like, oh, I feel you. So, you know, I'm still gonna keep the whole World of Brown on Twitter, Instagram, SoundCloud thing. It's pretty simple. Like I think that keeps.
Cause who else has World of Brown?
Yeah, you know, and you in my world, like you know, and a lot of people, I'm sure, even though they'll call me Brian Brown, they'll be like, yo, Brown, what's good? You know, so that's cool. You know, that's great, but
yeah.
I just feel it's really comfortable to feel this good again. Like ever since I moved to Chattanooga, I've been as creative as probably I've ever been. Like just trying new things and listening to new sounds and experimenting while all the while keeping it played, keeping it real funky. You know.
So what made you make the move from the 615 to the 423?
What made me make the move was K Tobin. K Tobin is like the main man behind Tut's Preacher's Son.
Okay.
And I really wanted something or somebody who could get me out of my comfort zone. Like really push the boundaries on what I say and how I say things. And with K Tobin, he's like this silent genius. He's so good at what he does, and little do people know he's creating this sound that's like gonna take the world by storm. Cause it's so bouncy. Like it's such a bouncy. It's kind of like giving me chills just talking about it because it's just so. It's so forward, but it's so reflective at the same time. It almost feels nostalgic at how bouncy and how southern it is. But everybody worldwide can nod their head to it, and that's the thing. Like I feel like my voice and my message is a worldwide thing. And with his production, and with the house that we live in, it's like the ghetto Hogwarts. That shit's crazy.
The ghetto what?
The Hogwarts from Harry Potter. The house they're staying in is like the ghetto Hogwarts. Yeah? And just being in that environment, it's like almost mystical. It's it's crazy. The shit that I've been coming up with and working on and practicing with. That was the main reason. And plus, just kind of needed to change the scenery. Like I love home, but you know, as a
as an artist, you gotta branch out.
You gotta branch out. You only speak the same message to the same people for so many times before they get tired of the word. So you wanna be able to come back, gather what you need, and bring them a new word, and bring them a new experience. And so that's the thing now. It's just being here. It's been a moment. It's now I'm understanding how to create moments via audio. So.
Okay.
Super happy I made the move. It's really brought a lot of happiness to my life, even though Chattanooga ain't got the food spots like Nashville. you can put that on wax. Nashville food is
I miss it.
It's hitting on.
I miss that knockout wing.
Shit. Oh my god, yeah.
You know, gotta shout out Hattie B's for you.
Yes, one time for Hattie's. I could definitely go for a knockout wing biscuit at least 3 times out of the week.
You gotta have the sweet tea too, bro.
Sweet tea is pretty banging.
Sweet tea.
I remember in high school, they probably gonna be mad at me, but whatever. I used to go to knockout wings for the biscuits and nothing but wings for the wings because I thought the wings at nothing wings were like a million times better. Knockout wings got some good wings, don't get me wrong, but nothing but wings. And nothing but wings had the Kool-Aid and it had so much sugar in it, you can still see the sugar flowing. That shit was lit, yeah. I miss that shit. That shit was lit, dude. I miss it.
I feel you.
I miss that shit so much, yo. I gotta go back home soon. I know.
I think when I get home Wednesday, I'm gonna stop by and get me some chicken too. Got to.
I got to, yeah.
So, what made you choose the music path instead of like the stereotype of college? Like I know you said you went. I didn't know you went to Western Kentucky.
From 2011 to 2012. Yep. Shout out to all the homies. Homegirl Brianna Landrum. She'll be mad I put that government out like that. Shawana, the homie Cam, my Shine.
I know my Shine.
Yeah, we was all.
It's Kitty, cousin, brother, whatever you want to call it.
We was all in the struggle together. I'm sure I'm forgetting countless. Ben, my homie Ben. I'm sure I'm forgetting plenty of names. I don't mean to, but. Blame the head, not the heart. Well, really, I went to school for my mom and my dad just to say like I did it. Like I wanted to try it, but I kind of already knew that I wanted to do music. I just wanted to give school a shot to just see if that would, either improve my reasons for doing music or like deter me away from it. And I like getting the education. Like, I like knowledge. I love knowledge. Who doesn't like learning? But I just feel like, for one, I shouldn't have to pay thousands of dollars for some remedial shit that I'm never going to use after I get out of here. Like, how many people graduate from college and even use something that they got a degree in? It's not many people that do that these days. So, my whole thing was like, all right, I'm going to give this school thing a shot. And all the while, I was still, like, writing and listening to whatever was popping at the time. I remember, I think Taylor All the Dice came out, like, my second semester at Western Kentucky. I actually was listening to a lot of old shit, like Mos Def, Black on Both Sides. I listened to Snoop Dogg, Doggy Style a lot. Liquid Swords. I was listening to a little bit of Wu-Tang. And I was watching, like, Black exploitation films and Bruce Lee films and Spike Lee movies and shit. So I was developing this mindset. I was developing 722 then, and then after a while, I just kind of said fuck it. I kind of like stopped going to class. I'd be on like Tumblr looking shit up.
You got a Tumblr too?
I do, but I need to redo it. I gotta remake it. I gotta get it the right way. I gotta do it the Brian Brown way. That was the backpack Brian way back then. That was so. I just started going to class. I only went to like 2 classes my second semester. I went to English because it helped me write, and I went to Intro to Basketball because I knew how to play basketball. And I got an A for playing basketball.
Really? I didn't even know that was a class.
That shit was tight, yo. And my team won the title. We won like the class title. We had like a class tournament at the end of the class, and my team won. We got like free Gatorades and like free food and shit. It was tight.
That's what's up.
I tried it. I tried school. I gave it a chance. I did. I appreciated the life lessons that it gave me, but I just couldn't see myself sitting in no desk for the next 4 years of my life. I just couldn't do it. So.
I feel you.
Shout out, but I will say this though. Shout out to anybody who does go to school and finish school like that. I don't know your struggle, but my 1 year, I can already tell you like that 1 year was blah. So. You going through the struggle and you really dedicated to it, like I'm totally rooting for you, and I am not mad at you. Get the education, just don't get no student loans.
Don't get no student loans.
Don't get a single student loan.
So now we know the story about school and what led you to music. I was like, did he like what college did he go to? Like I had a feeling.
And like. I've been rapping since I was 10. I took it seriously when I started taking it seriously when I was like 17. I tell people, I was like, yo, I'm going to school for you, I'm dropping out. And
I seen the YouTube videos.
Oh my God, yo, that shit. You so ugly for finding that shit.
It was random. Like I had watched your dollar menu video, and then like that came up. I was like, oh.
Wow, it came up. Shut the fuck up. Are you serious?
Like when I searched it didn't come up with it, but like you know how you search stuff and like a whole bunch of videos come up?
What?
I'm pretty sure that's how I found it.
Oh my God, I gotta look this up now, yo. Because when you said it, like, oh my God, I forgot I did this shit. Like, I was a young
But it was good compared to everybody else.
Dude, that shit was...
You went out the ballpark compared to them, though.
You stuck it, yo.
I was like, is that brown?
It's a couple YouTube videos I got, yeah. But that, because I had on the little ugly ass Moscow hat with the flaps on the side and shit. I was ugly as hell, yo.
Courtyard rapping.
I was ugly as hell. There is a video of me in the court. Oh my God, you bugging. How did you find all this shit, yo? What? You wildin'. Wow.
But they were good, though. They were good.
I was a young boy. I rapped to dead presidents. I'll never forget that. It was me, my homie Justin, and my homie True. We had this little group called Empire. We used to rap. We was in the 2000s rapping over tape recorders.
So y'all was the first Empire before the TV show.
Hell yeah, man. Fuck them. No. But yeah, we had a group. It was me, my homie Justin, and my homie True, who was called Empire. And I actually knew Justin. Me and Justin, I know him since first grade. Shout out to him. It's like my homie for life. I know him since first grade. And then, like, you know, back when, like, you know, kicking it over your homie's house and shit was super cool, and going outside to play, you know, before niggas was for these kids like 2-tap to their phones and shit. I had met True here, brought True up because he didn't know True was his birthday. They went to like the same daycare and shit, and they had their own little duo. They was trying to do the group thing. I was like, yo, I can rap too. And me and True battled for like an hour, like stop. Like we battled for an hour straight. And we couldn't, and nobody could pick a winner. And because of that, we just kind of like linked up, and we all got cool ever since. And we started Empire. We actually, I remember at one point in time, and this is so funny, like 2006 shit. Like we was rapping over tape recorders, like when we didn't have enough money for the studio, like we had enough money for studio time. Like we would legit rap over tape recorders. There's still tapes of us rapping over those tape recorders and rapping to instrumentals and shit. Like we plug up. We put on. How do we even get instrumentals back then? I guess YouTube was around. I don't even know. Damn. When did YouTube start?
Shit.
Jeez Louise. I don't know. Regardless, we fucking look up instrumentals. We hook them up to my homie speaker, and we just rap over tape recording. And oh man. I was dedicated. I love this shit. Like, I really love this rap shit, dude. I'm thinking about it now, like, I was really rapping over a tape recorder.
Gotta start somewhere.
Yeah, man. And now
stuff is so easy.
It's so easy now, and I kind of like it like that, because you can't fake the funk no more. Like, you have to be 100 with your shit. Like, there's too many outlets. Too much social media for you to lie. So if you flogging, like we know you flogging, like you can't.
Like the whole auto-tune shit.
Not even that, just you as a person. Like if you saying this, but you living like that, like we see, like we know the character. You can't even lie no more. Like you gotta keep it 100. And you know if you ain't keeping it funky, then I can't really fuck with you. But I ain't trying to vibe to you. But yeah, it's super easy. Well, I won't say it's easy, but it's a lot more accessible to get and obtain where you want to go. As compared to then. And then, like, you know, we owe a lot to Soulja Boy. Soulja Boy kind of, like, opened the door for, like, that independent shit. Because he's still eating off fucking ringtone money. Like, still. I probably bought a couple Soulja Boy ringtones. Matter of fact, I think I bought Kiss Me Through the Phone, so...
True. You know. He's still out there. I was watching Love Hip Hop. He's actually getting them tattoos removed off his face.
Oh, right.
They were like, are they faded? Were they real? He was like, no, I made bad decisions. I just...
Hey, man. Soulja Boy, that nigga. He made Crank That, so I can never talk bad about Soulja Boy.
Kids don't know about Crank That.
That was a very vital moment in my life. So shout out to the whole Snap movement. That was great.
Hey.
That was great.
All right. So, who did you grow up listening to? Like, what are the top artists that made you realize like this rap shit is like real deal for me?
Well, my dad is actually from Chad, and moved to Nashville when he was like 17 or something like that. He was a West Coast head, like super duper into Tupac. Like my dad actually, around my age, my dad wanted to rap. He just never did nothing with it, which I found crazy because like I'm doing something with it. I wonder if he be living like vicariously through me sometimes. Like I think about that shit. But, he was a big Tupac, Ice Cube. There's a lot of brutally honest rappers. DMX is one of my favorites because he just kept it so raw. And my dad, I remember being creeped out by the Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood album cover. It's like DMX covered in blood. In reality, it's not even blood. It's like this Kool-Aid. Niggas don't know that, but it's actually like Kool-Aid. DMX, Ice Cube, even though DMX ain't a West Coast dude, but DMX, Ice Cube, Tupac. I think my dad had the Chronic, 2001. Mac 10. He liked all that shit. Like he was a big West Coast dude. My mom put me on Prince. Prince is like one of my favorite artists ever. Janet Jackson, Michael Jackson, Sade, Anita Baker, all that shit. And then my auntie kind of. Outkast was the one that made me be like, alright, this is crazy. Outkast, Jay, Missy Elliott, Busta Rhymes, Kanye, like, you know, individuals like who have a certain sense of like. They're very eclectic, very, very bright. I remember Missy's video for like She's a Bitch. It was super weird, but I enjoyed it. Like,
she did have some weird music.
She had some crazy videos, but it was super. Same with Busta Rhymes. They give me some more videos. Used to creep me the fuck out. But I loved it so much. It was like nobody's doing this shit. Goody Mob was a big influence too. Just honest, rapping ass motherfuckers. Like I like when people can rap and can make songs too, man. Like we ain't got. It's not enough niggas rapping no more. Like it's cool to sing and shit, cause you know. UGK used to do that shit. Like, ain't that a beat? Like, I love Pimp C. I love Bumpy. You know, it's definitely cool to sing, but we got too many niggas simping and shit. Like, we gotta start keeping it more players. We gotta keep it more honest. Like,
players and
you know what I'm saying? We gotta stop. Yeah, we gotta stop calling women bitches and hoes too. I know it sounds good. And what's funny is like I got one of like the first single from the track from the new tape. Like I kind of say fuck bitches, like with fucking bitches. It's kind of like cliche of me. It's like kind of petty of me to be like, hey, let's stop calling out women bitches and hoes. And then the hook, I'm saying fucking bitches getting money. It's like, look at me being a hypocrite. But I think but that's rap though. It's like, you know, you turning your vices into advice. And those rappers in particular were great at it, in my opinion. You know, making that story a relatable story and making it sound good at the same time. I think we got a lot of motherfuckers just saying anything other than saying something. And, you know, I ain't saying you need to be like no politician or some like, you know, Harambe, like lead the revolution or something. But if you're in that platform, you know people is looking up to you. You know kids is watching. You know rap is the #1 genre in the world. At least if you're gonna say something, at least have something to say. And if you ain't gonna have something to say, just make that shit sound. Not even if you. Cause we need that balance. You know, we need to turn up music. We need to thought it was a drought just as much as we need a one mic. Like we need that. Like we need that. You know what I'm saying? But if you know, and I'm not even saying Future not saying nothing. Because Future be saying a lot of shit that I really relate to. Cause
he do once you actually sit and
Future's
listen
fire.
to it.
All that shit fire. And like, you know what I'm saying? I used to be one of them, backity backpack. I can't listen to that shit. They ain't talking about it. Nah, fuck that. That shit tight. The point is, like, whatever you saying, make it sound good and believe it. That's what I should say. You know, if you saying something, believe in what you're saying. So that way, it's able to translate. You know, I felt Future when he said, I just fucked your bitch in some Gucci flip-flops. I felt that. I don't even have a pair of Gucci flip-flops, but I would like some just to do such a thing. Cause I'm like, you know what? I want to do that. Like, that just sounds cool. He made it sound cool. Like, he made it sound cool to be Future, you know? And that's the thing, like...
Then everybody started buying Gucci flip-flops.
Yeah, they did, yo. Like, Gucci owe rappers a check. I think all these little all these little fucking all these little Versace, they owe us a check. Like, we make that shit cool. And then they want to act like...
And make people want it, even though they ain't got the money. They gonna find a way.
Yeah, they gonna find a way. And then they want to act like, you know, we not bringing no funk or no style to the culture. Like, nah, like, we been doing this. Like, we been creating.
Yeah.
we been giving y'all the shit. Y'all just want to act like, you know, we not giving y'all the funk. And it's like, y'all lying. Like, we been giving y'all we been giving y'all the styles and the waves and whatever. Y'all just want to, y'all be trying to whitewash that shit, trying to make us look like we stupid. Nah, nigga, I've been paying attention. Like, we've been giving y'all game since before rap. Like, you know, I don't want to go deep into it, but, you know, shout out to my black people. Bro. I love everybody, but shout out to my black people. Black lives matter. For real.
For real. So you were talking about how, like, you enjoyed Missy and Busta Rhymes music videos. Like, I know you had the video for Dollar Menu. Are you going to have any videos for 2016?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I shot a video the other day for this one track I did called 93, produced by Park Ave. Shout out to him up in NY. He's super good people. I love him to death. The first single from the tape is called The Dreamer's Anthem. Definitely shooting a video for that. Definitely a lot more visuals. Because I really want to get people a part of the journey. And the reason why I called it that is because as people, we get so caught up in the beginning and the end that I think we forget to appreciate the trials and tribulations. Like the moments and the losses and the growing pains that make us the individual that either we want to become that we feel like we're supposed to be. And so the whole thing is just like this ride, like just ride with me as I go through like a day with Brian Brown. You know what I'm saying? Like just one grand ass day where I talk about everything, whether it be like, you know, struggling to the dreams of being on top, to women, to my downs, my lows, my vices, what get to me. To just, you know, being black in America and being a black man in America and just feeling like a target and, you know, just talking about everything, like, you know, just keeping your head up. It's just a lot of you know, subjects and situations I think everybody be able to relate to, you know what I'm saying? You know, everybody got, I know from a guy's perspective, I know everybody done had a woman problem, I know a girl done had a man problem, relationship problems. Everybody feel like they ain't all the way there yet. Everybody feel like, you know, they on the come up, they on their way. Everybody that had dreams of, I'm this now, but when I get there, you know, you can't tell me shit. You know, everybody's felt that. Everybody's had that kind of like those thoughts and those visions. And so, I just want to be able to give you that soundtrack to you know, to keep going, to keep pushing. Because if I can do it, you can do it too. That's how I've always seen it. You know?
All right, I have to ask this. What is your number one must-have when creating a song or in the studio?
Beer.
Beer?
Yes.
What kind of beer?
Miller. It was Miller High Life, but I think I'm starting to like grow out of that cheap ass phase. Like it was like originally it was gummy bears. Like I couldn't record without no gummy bears. Specifically, it was two kinds. There's only two kinds of gummy bears I eat. It's the gold bag, the Haribo, however you pronounce that shit, or the forest or the green forest gummy bears. Them motherfuckers is fire. Them shits is so wavy. Them fucking is good. I might give me some gummy bears after work, but I'm talking. I be eating sour Shock Tarts too. The Shock Tarts is lit, but when I be recording, beer, because I kind of just need something like to relax me. I know that sounds like crazy to say. It's like, damn, Brown, you supposed to drink beer every recording session. Probably so, but it's alright though. I drink some water after, you know, moderation, you know. Because I've been trying to like get healthy and shit. But I gotta have a beer or two.
A beer or two.
Or three.
Or four. Or five or six. 1 to 3.
1 to 3. Actually, you know what? Something to get me buzzed.
To get you flowing.
Yeah, just get the juices flowing. Get me warm and shit.
Okay, I feel you.
That's the one thing I got.
I feel.
And then when I'm at shows, I gotta have a Fiji water and I gotta have a Gatorade.
Bougie.
I'm bougie as fuck, yo. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm mad bougie. Like
Bougie.
I'm bougie as shit. As a matter of fact, after I get off work tomorrow, I have to find 2 bottles of Fiji water.
We see you called it bougie water.
It is bougie water. So, yeah, Fiji water, and then the white cherry Gatorade, the glacier ice shit. Woo, that shit fire. That's the ones I gotta have. I gotta get 2 of each. So
2 of each.
2 of each. Yep.
Okay.
I need my water and I need my Gatorade.
Okay.
And Hennessy. I know when I get off stage.
This is my Hennessy song. Drink to it all night long.
Hey, nah, man, I love me some Hennessy, boy.
God, that's one of my favorite songs off 722.
Man, you know what's funny? I hate that song just because I was such a bitter bitch on that shit. But people connect with that song so much. Like this one dude. Actually, that's how I knew. I was like, oh wow, alright, this is something serious. This one dude. I tweeted the video, and this one dude was like, one of my favorite songs by you. It helped me get through a breakup. Like, whoa, what? Like, what the fuck? I was like, damn! Like, that shit helped you get through a breakup, bro? That's fine. Like, I was like, bro, like, thank you. Like, that's all I could say was thank you. Like, for real. Like, I couldn't believe that my music was able to resonate with somebody like that. And that's, like, going back to what I was saying earlier, like, that's what I do it for. When I can get a message or a moment like that, when somebody was really like, yo, thank you for that song, thank you for this, like, it helped me get through a breakup. Like, shit, like, ain't nothing left to say. Like, that's it. Like, that's the purpose of it, right?
That's the purpose of it all.
That's why I do it, like, you know, to make sure my people have it, like, they know that they're not alone in the battle, you know, so that was fine.
Anything else you want to share?
Thank you. Young she's also Thrifty, young future legend herself for giving me this opportunity. Twitter, Instagram, and SoundCloud is WorldOfBrown. That's World of Brown for anybody who doesn't get that. Follow me, get a music a listen, like some pictures, retweet a tweet, and get ready for Brian Brown in 2016. You know, I'm really excited about what's to come. So hopefully y'all hop on the bandwagon before it's too late.
Right.
And if it is too late, it's okay. I got plenty of room. I ain't gonna deny nobody hopping on the bandwagon. So.
Well, it was nice interviewing you, just to hear the story from Brown back to Brian Brown.
It feel good, man. And I'm excited about the show tomorrow. If Chattanooga tomorrow at the Revelry Room. Tickets are $12 right now, $15 at the door tomorrow night. I need to be there. The Brian Brown show. It's gonna be really fun.
What's the date?
December 19th. December 19th. Saturday. Damn, it's Friday. Oh shit, tomorrow is the show. Wow. It's lit.
Well, it was good talking to you, Brown. I'll always know you as Brown.
That's fine, yeah. As long as these niggas know Brian Brown. You feel me?